What's going on, guys? I'm back to continue my series where I give you the ultimate championship contender for all your Forza Horizon 5 Horizon Open custom racing needs. Today we're covering cross country once again, albeit A class instead of B class, which we covered in the last go around of cross country racing. I know I mentioned in my last Horizon Open video where I covered road racing for S1, I said I would probably make this video here, but I said I'd probably use the Ford Bronco again for A-Class. I decided to shy away from that. The Ford Bronco is a fantastic vehicle for A800 cross-country racing as well as B700. But when you get to 800, the thing has so much power, it even wants to roll over more than it did as a B700 car or truck, whatever, so it's kind of getting the proper handling and driving techniques is definitely a tricky thing to master. So I decided I'd just go with something completely different, throw a curveball to all you guys here, and I'm going to provide a vehicle you probably wouldn't expect, a vehicle you wouldn't think to use, but you should be using it because it's absolutely fantastic, and that is the 1932 Ford Deluxe 5-window coupe. I made a tune for it. I'll show it on screen right now. It is called Open Champion. Now, I had previously made a tune for this car called 800 Cross Country, 800 Off-Road, what it was called. But I kind of refined it a little bit, found a couple areas that I could make it perform just a little bit better, make it more balanced, and hence the Open Champion tune. It's very good for all types of cross-country racing in this game. It's for the V700 Bronco, it shined more on the circuits, and it wasn't quite as good on the trail races, but it was still very good. For this Ford Coupe, it's more balanced. It's still very good on circuit races, but it's very good on trail races as well. It can definitely compete with the Mercedes-Benz X-Classes and the Ford Ranger Raptors of the world, kind of the more popular vehicles you will encounter in 800 cross-country racing in this game. They could definitely compete with them and beat them most of the time, provided you don't get driven off the track or make some kind of bonehead mistake and miss a checkpoint or something like that. I'm not entirely sure which races I'm going to include. There's 4 or 5 of them I'm considering. They're over the span of 2 different Horizon Open sessions where I joined in the middle of one and then I kind of carried over into the next full one. So I'm probably going to show some kind of mixture of trails and circuit races. So you'll have a good variety to see how this thing performs under different conditions. Quick thing before I get into the more details of this build, you guys having any weird matchmaking issues with this game? Like, I've had quite a bit with Horizon Open. Like, if I join an Horizon Open session, like I'll join it halfway through or whatever, it'll say events in progress, yada yada, you wait, and then you'll join the next race, and when that one's over, it brings up the screen to start the next one. A lot of the times I click on yes, select my car, it starts to load, then it kicks me. So it's almost impossible for me to be in a Horizon Open session from start to finish. I always have to join in the middle. It usually kicks me once it starts a fresh one. I don't know why. It does it on PC and an Xbox. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. Let me know if you guys have that same issue. Maybe if you're on Steam or something, it's not going to happen as frequently. I don't know, but it's just kind of a weird thing I've noticed. But back to this build here. What I did is I used the 6.2 liter V8 engine swap. It's the engine I stuck in this sucker. All-wheel drive conversion, obviously. Off-road tires. I put a centrifugal supercharger on it. 7-speed transmission. I used stock suspension, which is, again, for some reason in this game, it's kind of better for handling jumps and that sort of thing. You will, with this car, get that dumb, random, hard landing, stall out thing on the Costera circuit. It happens with almost every car, it seems like, if you land just a certain way. I think you're jumping too far and you're landing right on, like where that little platform kind of starts to drop down. It's hitting it just right, it'll make a car stall out. I thought it was just a Bronco thing, but it does it with almost every vehicle I've ever used in this game. It's very random, but if that doesn't happen, this thing handles jumps very well. It doesn't really want to rebound and flip over or anything, hardly ever. It did kind of have some issues with landing. It seems like when I had the roll cage on it, it did it, but took the roll cage off. It doesn't really have that issue anymore, so this thing is much more stable than it was in my first tune I made for it. But other things I put on this thing, I did put a body kit on it as well. It kind of helped just give it a more balanced feel to it. It kind of widened the thing out a little bit and just made it a little more composed, I should say. I'm trying to think of other major staple things I put in. The race brakes. I mean, nothing. What else I even did to it? I didn't really do much in terms of weight reduction either. I think I actually kept it the same. It's just from there you can kind of see whatever you want to do with the rest of your points. You can add some engine components or add some wheels or put wider tires on, however you want to do it if you're building a tune from scratch. But again, this thing is very, very good. Doesn't really matter what kind of cross-country racing you're doing for 800. It's kind of a niche car, which is what I like to do. I like to make kind of niche cars nobody expects to use. It's not your typical cookie cutter X-Class, Ranger Raptor, Ford Raptor. You know, I'm trying to think what other. It's not a broken the Bone Crusher or whatever, Bone Thrasher, whatever the hell that piece of shit's called. It's nothing like that. It's kind of a niche weapon that can win any race you enter in. It's just very, very good. If you guys have experience with this vehicle, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you do 800 cross country, what you do usually use. And if you give this thing a go, let me know how it works out for you. Leave a like on the video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. I'm not entirely sure what Horizon Open video I will cover next. I might not even do anymore. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm hopefully going to do my trial videos again once they stop doing stock vehicle non-upgrade events, because it kind of ruins the whole purpose of making a tune video. But hopefully we'll have something out for you soon. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys in whatever video is next.